I need to become stronger than Kakarot. I can't let him surpass me. Whis, I need you to keep training me. I need to become strong as fast as possible. I understand your need, Vegeta, but to get strong, you will have to wait a bit. Minimum 2 years. That much time can't be possible. I don't have all that time, and you know it. You said it yourself. By then Kakarot will have mastered the king's power completely. Then my training won't do you much good. You can consult with Mr. Beerus. He has a very different fighting style than the angels. He also uses Hakai energy, the energy of destruction. You have a much tougher character than Goku, so I suggest you ask Mr. Beerus to train you himself. If you manage to master Hakai energy, you will surely face Goku quickly. Vegeta, upon hearing the words of Whis, would go to talk to Beerus to see if he could accept him as his student temporarily. What do you want, Vegeta? Right now, I'm not in the mood to listen to requests. In case you don't know, Goku already defeated a god of destruction, and even Goku has not been able to control all the power of Zeno. What awaits us in the future will be that all the gods of destruction will be eliminated by Goku. That's something I cannot accept. So go, as I said, because I'm not in the mood. Beerus was about to fly away from his planet, but Vegeta shouted very loudly, "Wait, Mr. Beerus! If you accept me as your student, I promise you that we can finish Goku. Remember that we Saiyans have a lot of potential to increase our power. You just have to have the right training." Beerus, upon hearing the words of Vegeta, would have gone down to his planet. I certainly didn't expect that proposal from you. And tell me why you are going to betray someone of your race. Kakarot and I have never been good friends, but now this has become a necessity for all of us. If I don't do something for sure, all the multiverses will be in danger. Your answer pleases me very much. It's fine. You will be my new student. I hope that in a short time you can beat Kakarot. How about now we start with the training? It won't be easy, so get ready. Vegeta would have transformed into a Super Saiyan Blue state in order to start fighting against Beerus, but this god was able to dodge his attacks very easily. With that speed you have, not being able to give me a single blow, you'll never be able to beat Goku. You really are pathetic. Don't underestimate me so easily! Vegeta would kick the god in the face, but again the god would dodge it. At that moment, the Beerus god would give him a small blow in the neck, which would make Vegeta fall to the ground very exhausted. My vision is going to be lost by a simple blow. If I can't withstand the blows of a god now, what awaits me when I face Kakarot? Vegeta, even though he was at his limit, would have stood up again, and then increased the little ki he had left. If I fall now by the blows of a god, what awaits me in the future? My pride will not be able to give up now. Vegeta would start to fly at high speed, thus being able to confuse the god for a few seconds. But when he was about to give him a blow with the little strength he had left, the god would have grabbed him by the neck. But Vegeta would somehow put ki in his hands to make them much stronger, managing to take off the hands of this god and then hit him in the face. Apparently I have been able to hit you. You're very surprising. I didn't expect it. I was certainly confident, but believe it or not, I'm a little angry. Beerus punched Vegeta in the stomach, causing the Saiyan to fall to the ground in a faint and lose his transformation. Lord Beerus, what just happened? You don't accept your defeat? Apparently even gods can be a little proud. He did pretty good. He was very confident. This shows me how Vegeta does have a lot of potential. Meanwhile, in Goku's palace, Goku would find himself rested, thus returning back to that parallel world. The battle I had against that god has left me very tired. I'll need time for my body to recover. I don't think you should rest so quietly, when there are people and gods looking for your head. I know perfectly well, but I can't do much about it. So I want you to tell me what is the best method to control the power of the king of everything. That information is not available yet. Your compatibility with the power of the king of everything is still very low, so you have to find out for yourself. Wow, in that case, it doesn't seem to be that useful. Anyway, see you later, I have to train. Goku got out of bed to start his training. Hey Angel, I need to fight again with someone strong, to awaken my potential. In the fight I had against that god, somehow my power increased quite a bit. so prepare a training camp similar to the power tournament, but much smaller, and with a much stronger gravity. As you command, Mr. Goku. Dai Shinkan would begin to prepare again a place like that of the Tournament of Power. Several minutes would have passed, when the angel would have finally finished it. Lord Goku, the place is already finished. What do you think if you try it? Goku flew towards the new power tournament. This place seems to be very sturdy. The Saiyan would hit the ground with all his might, but it would still be intact. You have done very well, Angel. And tell me, Mr. Goku, who is going to be your opponent today? My opponent will be one of my guardians, so any of you guardians may be able to fight with me. The only requirement is not to hold back. I want you to fight with all your power. I understand what you are saying, so if it is not too much trouble, I will be your opponent. The guardian would have stood on the battlefield. Before fighting the Saiyan, the angel would have increased the gravity. Goku, who was in normal state, would have fallen to the ground on his knees, while the guardian was standing without any problem. My body's not able to move at all. I guess I'll go all out from the start. The Saiyan would have closed his eyes, thus activating the mastered Ultra Instinct. Goku would move instead of the guardian, thus getting on his back, to then throw a Kamehameha at him, but this guardian would have stopped it with both hands, thus returning the attack to Goku. Then he was able to return my attack. I certainly have to be careful. The guardian would start to make movements with his hands, so his fists would turn white. This blow would go against the Saiyan, but this one could barely be able to dodge it. The guardian, despite this, would continue attacking Goku again and again, until the Saiyan exhausted his energy. Goku, by a carelessness, would have been impacted by the fist of the guardian, thus being thrown meters away from the combat arena. That hit really hurt me a lot. This is the power that one of my guardians has? Besides, the gravity of the place makes me slower and slower. On the other hand, it has no effect on him. While Goku was still thinking, the guardian would have approached quickly to hit him again. But before the blow touched Goku, one of the guardians who were watching the fight would have come down to the fighting arena to face him. Hey! How dare you attack the master when he is on the ground with his guard down? That's being a scumbag! No doubt you don't deserve to be the master's guardian! Goku, who was on the ground, would have made a very annoyed face. He and I are having a fight. What happens to me is not your problem. I told him myself to face me with all his power. So please, get out of here, before you make me angry. The guardian, upon hearing Goku's words, would leave the fighting arena to continue the fight between the two of them. The guardian would launch himself at the Saiyan again, thus activating his guardian authority ability. Goku could not be able to move. He had fallen under the power of this powerful ability, which only high-ranking beings had. As he was a guardian of the king of everything, besides, the pressure of the place was getting stronger and stronger. Master, you'd better give up now. If we keep fighting, I could hurt you. Goku, upon hearing those words, would not say anything. The only thing he would be doing at that moment was to apply a lot of force on the ground to move. The ground would break. Goku would fall deep into the ground. The guardian would create a large ball of energy in the palm of his hand, so that this would be launched against Goku. The Saiyan would be about to receive the ball of energy, but this would have shouted that he was surrendering. The guardian would automatically, after hearing Goku's words, would teleport in front of the energy ball to deflect it. I see that you have not been able to defeat me, Master. It seems that today I almost lost my life because of my pride. I still have a long way to go. Goku would return to his normal state, thus falling under the pressure of gravity. Even if I can't move, I'll stay here training. This fight helped me understand certain things. The other guardians would leave along with the angel, leaving the Saiyan alone. Goku would cross his legs and begin to meditate. While meditating, his body was recovering little by little. An aura of energy would have left his body, thus passing more than 2 weeks. Goku in those 2 weeks tried to enter his body in a tranquility mental to improve the power of the mastered Ultra Instinct. Now that I can raise my power much more, I will try to control the power of Zeno. Goku would put much of the power of Zeno in his body, but in doing so his body would start to burn uncontrollably. Damn it, I can't be able to control this power yet. How much time will I need to do it? I see that meditating doesn't work much. Now I just need to train with my guardian. It would have been more than a year. Goku in all that time would have trained with one of his guardians, thus being defeated many times. But he would have managed to increase his affinity with Zeno's power to 10%. I feel my power flowing more and more. Meanwhile, on the planet of Beerus, Vegeta would continue training with Beerus without taking any kind of rest, being able to obtain the Ultra Ego in only 2 months of training, thus achieving a 30% improvement during this last year. Vegeta, you have become very strong this year, but it is not enough to defeat Goku. But as we cannot waste any more time, I will tell you a method to obtain a power more beach than that of a god. Beerus would take Vegeta to one of his rooms. In this room, there were many treasures from different universes and planets. The god would start looking among the hundreds of treasures. Hey Whiss, you know where is that pill that guy gave us that we wouldn't destroy his planet? Obviously I know where it is. I kept it in my staff, in case it got lost. The famous pill that could increase your power without any limit. I didn't think you would give it to a mortal.